welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be playing a game called Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut. My friend on here, Absolute Chaos, he gifted me this game on Steam, and I'm now going to play it for you guys. I'm actually really excited. I don't know. The only thing I've ever seen of this game is this clip of this princess and you're like talking to her. But I looked up the runtime for the game. It's about 3 hours. So we shall see. I feel like the game is a little loud, but I'm hoping it's not. Oh god. What the fuck? Well, that was kind of cool, but let's turn this just a smidge more. Okay, so we're gonna start a new game. We're gonna see how it goes. Oh, I better go in my Discord, and this time before I start my stream, I'm gonna say that I am live. Also, if you want to join my Discord, it is linked in my About Me section on here. It is the Black Cat Mercy. You just click on the emoji and it should take you to an invite link to my Discord. Okay. Let me just add everyone. Okay. Okay, I got that all out of the way, and now I am ready to start. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Prince.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so we have options now. Oh, lots of options. Okay. So, number 1, explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? You know, that's not a bad choice. I don't think it is. Do I get some sort of reward for this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around to leave. But that does seem like a point, though. Hi, Bot Whisper. How are you today? Thank you for the little gorgons. Okay, I honestly think it would be funnier if we said, sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch, viva la revolution.
That's the spirit.
Oh, he liked that one. I wasn't expecting him to like that one.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Oh, twerking ghosties, a twerk. Oh, pyramid head with the thick ass. And is that a bongo cat? Oh, those are cute. Okay. You having a good day though so far? Did you stream today? I don't know. I forgot to check if you were streaming today as well. Also, everybody go follow Bot Whisper 1. He's pretty cool. We go to the cabin. I'm very interested to see how this game has...
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I also have you linked in my friends section on my YouTube page, so they can also find your YouTube channel through that when I upload this VOD. Yeah, no problem. We stream together. We play games here like all the time, so it's only fair. And you taught me how to play Faz.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I mean, what the fuck am I gonna kill her with
table.
if I don't have a blade?
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I feel like I'm going to end up doing multiple runs of this game. Because there's no way I can get all this.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I mean, I was gonna say she didn't sound very, friendly, but of course, if you're locked in a basement, who wouldn't be pissed, you know? So we'll have to see.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
But it's also kind of making me wonder, am I being manipulated by the narrator to believe she is evil? This game has given me a lot of things to think about. Oh, hi, Crisis. How are you? Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
She kind of sounds a little seductive. Yeah. Are we talking about the OG Cinderella or Disney Cinderella? I'm doing pretty good. Have you played the K-pop playlist for your little girl yet? I did add the K-pop Demon Hunters in that one too, because I know you said she liked the movie. You know, that's a vibe.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay. Oh wait, 1 second. I'm gonna read Bot Whispers for... You know what, you're probably right, boss. Maybe she's a succubus. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, because you're 2 hours ahead of... I think you're both 2 hours ahead of me, right?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
She kind of looks like... She kind of reminds me of Princess Aurora. A little bit. Oh, so you're 3 hours ahead. I guess I didn't realize that. Okay.
Focus on the task at hand.
I think I'm just gonna kill her if I get the option, and then I will come back to this point and play with other options. Because I feel like for this game, I'm gonna have to do multiple things.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh, now she's angry. No way. What? Why would I even think about that? Oh yeah. You caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I like that one. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare.
Okay. Okay, so there's two different voices. The adventurer and the narrator. Okay, I don't know who's telling the truth here.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Is the hero supposed to be like my subconscious? Because that's kind of what it feels like. Because I feel like if you're about to kill somebody a lot of the time, I feel like you're subconsciously thinking like, am I really gonna do this? Is this actually the right thing to do? I'm gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I would never get close to her though.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to
fuck.
speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
I don't remember saying step forward. I thought, okay, I guess we're walking up to her now.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. I
know
don't.
what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
I feel like I've now fucked up. Okay, I can't ask about any questions. I know. I promise. I promise. I
So
won't
here we
ask.
are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Relationship? Like a friendship? I'm hoping she's talking about friendship. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? So can I... Because there's so many questions I want to ask her. Because it's like, if you are in a position where if you are let out of a basement and you're gonna like kill everybody, there has to be a major reasoning behind that. Whether that decision was put onto you by somebody else or you made that decision consciously or subconsciously. I'm very curious. How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. So... I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Oh.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
No, you don't.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
That one's funny. That one's funny.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
No, they didn't. But that would have been...
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Ooh.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That is true, that is true.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
But who do I trust? I have like 3 different voices going on in my head at once.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
True. They didn't give me a reason.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know
This is
me,
a good
do you?
game.
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
See, my thing is with the narrator, he did. Ooh, is the Suffering on Steam? I will check it out if it's on Steam. But what I was gonna say about this game is he basically just told us to come in and kill her. He said she's gonna end the world if she leaves this room. But he never told us why. And my thing is, if he knows she's in here for that purpose, he would know why. Like, he could have told us the full story, because I feel like we're not gonna really get the full story from either of them. I feel like this is just kind of gonna be us having to actually, like, figure out who's lying. That's kind of the point of the game, to figure out who's lying to us. But him just saying she's wrong, she's dangerous, but it's like, how is she dangerous? You clearly know something, why just not tell me? And that's the part that I'm kind of trying. I'm gonna ask her name.
She hesitates before answering.
Okay.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Like, I want to know where she's the princess of and the princess of what.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Too long.
Okay, like she's gonna need to give me, like, some form of straight answer, because, like, they're both being vague. Like, she's gonna end the world if I let her out. Because why? Why is she gonna end the world? She's not giving me good answers, because how does she know to trust me? She's been locked in this cellar for God knows how long. Like, she probably don't trust me, and I showed up with a dagger in my hands. So, how is she supposed to trust me? Yes, I put the dagger down, but that doesn't say much, because I can still just go easily grab it and then kill her with it. I'm not gonna say this one, that one's...
You can't. Don't bother.
I mean, you can use a dagger or something to break those chains. There's literally the woods out back. I'm sure I could make something. And considering this is a wooden cabin in the middle of the woods, I'm assuming there's an axe that I could probably use.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
I could cut her hand off. I mean, that's a little drastic, but I only see, because you can't pick a lock with a knife. The only other option I could see is if I physically sawed off her hand. And she doesn't, and here's the thing, and a lot of people might say she looks demented or she looks scary, but it's like, if you were locked in a basement for years and years and years, how would you look? I don't think you'd look like you just had 10 hours of sleep when you're about to eat breakfast. You would look tired, you'd look upset. Your demeanor would probably not be the same as when you were in there. Because if you're locked in a room for like years and years and years, it's probably messed with your brain. And you're probably not sane anymore. She's probably far from sane. And that's kind of my reasoning here. Is she's probably
Her
just
sharp
not there
eyes
anymore.
settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
She wants us to cut off her wrist. I'm pretty sure that's what she's going to ask us to do, is cut off her hand.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Hmm? Oh, this is the end choice, I'm assuming. I'm assuming this is like our final choice of game. See, of course, if we kill her, we kill her. Like, that's the whole point of the game. Like, this is actually kind of hard. Oh, thank you, Crisis. I really appreciate that. Well, it's just because, like, logically speaking, if you are locked away for that long, but it's the thing of, like, none of them are really giving me an answer. Because he could have told me, the narrator, he's very adamant that I have to kill her. He says she's gonna end the world if I let her out, but he's not really, he's not giving me a specific reason, just like she's not giving me a specific reason. He just said, hey, you let her out of here, she's gonna destroy the world. And then he continuously keeps telling you, hey, she's not gonna give you a specific answer. Yeah, it's, I don't think, because this isn't a game I feel like you should just rush through. I feel like you should just think about all of your answers. Because I feel like her being, I feel like her acting the way that she is kind of normal if you've been locked away for so long. And I feel like just saying I should kill her isn't really the right choice. I certainly don't... See, I'm most likely gonna go with letting her out just because I feel like her demeanor is very normal for somebody who has... And I could be wrong. I could have studied this completely wrong. But I feel like for somebody who's been in this position... Or, not me in this position. I'm talking about her in this position. I feel like just the way she kind of presents herself is just very normal. So I think I'm honestly going to go with I'm getting you out of here. Just because I kind of feel like... Yeah, sorry. I realized I worded that wrong when it came out of my mouth. So I had to like reword that real quick, but I'm talking about her locked up. I've never been locked up in my life. I swear. So I think I'm honestly gonna go with I'm getting you out of here. Just because in my head that makes sense. I would like to go through and do the other two endings as well, but since this is my first time playing through this, I'm gonna go with... Should I save? Is this the save button? I should save right before I do this. I'm gonna go with I'm getting you out of here. just because.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I mean, Mr. Narrator, sir, you should have been less vague.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
But there is nothing upstairs besides the
Doubtful.
table.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna ask her if
That
she
would be
has any
fine.
other
I can
tools.
lose an arm.
Your whole arm? Girl, we don't have to do the entire arm, just your hand. Oh my god, she was prepared for the whole arm. Oh my god.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
I mean, she's been locked up for years. How do you expect her to speak? Like fucking Pinkie Pie from Friendship is Magic? You're in 30 hours? Well, when I looked, what was it? Because when I looked it up, I think it said there's like 3 hours of gameplay in this game? Or something like that?
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Oh shit. Try the door.
But it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I think I need new headphones. Because I feel like it's my headphones that keep kind of cutting out the audio. Okay, so we can't go that way. I think somebody followed us to the cabin, possibly. There's somebody else here.
You make your way back to the bottom of the
There's
stairs.
someone else in this.
This would
There's
have
someone
been
else
so
here.
much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
I guess that's what we're gonna have to do, but please.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I feel like very logically, I'm doing the right thing. She is Goth Fluttershy. Holy shit. That's so lore accurate. She does look like Goth Fluttershy. Like a pastel Goth Fluttershy, though. I'm gonna save her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
So you couldn't have cut her hand off and just slipped it off?
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the
Oh,
bleeding
God.
stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
I mean, I've said this like multiple times, my guy. She's been locked in here for how long? I feel like everybody would act the same.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Oh.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
No, that's...
Watch me.
What the fuck? Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, I will not. I will not listen. I'm also quite
You're doing
stubborn.
your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Okay, but did she end the world? Did she end the world, though?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, but my thing is I didn't see her end the world. I saw her protecting herself. I saw a woman in danger because we lost control. We were being forced to hurt her. And then she grabbed the knife from us because she saw that we were struggling, and then she killed us. Did she end the world, though? I didn't see her end the world.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
Exactly.
There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay, so I'm not gonna kill her.
Before you go any further.
It looks like I'm gonna have these choices again, maybe worded a little differently. But I won't kill her because I didn't see her ending the world. I saw her protecting herself.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yes, but she didn't do anything wrong. You did. You tried to make me murder her.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
I'm not even gonna grab the knife this time. I'm just gonna go down
Did you
there.
just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I'm gonna focus on getting her out of here.
The interior of the cabin is
It's
less a
different, what?
cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
But what if I don't grab the knife and the person who shut the door last time grabs it? Ooh. This time I'm not gonna grab the knife.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't want to do it. Oh, we can look at the mirror.
You Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your
What
hand
the
against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
So the narrator took away the mirror, and we aren't human. Or at least he wants to think we're not human. See, the narrator is the most manipulative. See, like in the beginning, I had said that we're being manipulated by somebody. It's the narrator. Why'd he take the mirror away? What does he want? What does he?
Detective at the front yard 1.
Sorry, that was my Alexa. What does he not want us to see on ourselves? You know? It's a little... We're gonna just
I'm
go
afraid
into
I'm
this
going to
one.
insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? What if she... I don't know... turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay, I'm trusting you.
I don't want to take it. I really don't want to. Well, because she can also use it to protect herself if we're forced to kill her again. That's a vibe. That is a vibe.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Okay, so this time,
Wonderful. You do
I don't have a
exactly
choice.
that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
See, he says we don't have to do anything, but he literally forced us to try and kill her the last time. Like, he took power over us and tried to get us to kill her. So he can't say we don't have to do anything because I now know full well he can make me. So I don't have to do anything, but he can
Door
make
to the
me.
basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and
Oh,
lock eyes with
God.
the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
He did this because last time we cut off her arm to get her out of here. So now he's put it around her neck thinking we can't get her out of here, but I will find a way. I'll find a way.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Oh.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
So she didn't end the world. Because we're back here again. If she would have ended the world, this game would have ceased to exist. I feel like that's a logical explanation.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
You were asking me about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm going to leave you here, actually. No. I'm curious, who's on the
I
wall?
don't know, but you could always try it on.
I could be your best friend, you know?
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
But how do I know I'm saving the world, though? Because we let her out last time and nothing happened.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests. Nothing happened. You died, I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she
Trinity,
really doesn't
no.
know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why
Let go.
or how.
I'm actually kind of curious. I just put Trinity. Trinity, Crisis says hi.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe
Hmm.
she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
I just really don't.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
See, I really like the voice of the skeptic because I feel like he's the only one with logic. Because the narrator clearly has something he wants to do. Maybe I feel like the narrator's evil. I feel like he's evil. Or maybe she's preventing it. Her existence is preventing. Okay, I just thought about this one. Maybe her existence is preventing. Her being alive is preventing hell from being able to be unleashed. So how do we know, like, the narrator isn't actually, like, Satan or something? I feel like that also seems like a very likely scenario. But here's the thing. She killed us with it because the narrator took over our body and we physically couldn't control ourselves anymore. This one. I'm gonna go with this one.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
I mean, she's been locked up, so...
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
I want to
wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
I want to inspect
And
this
what?
one.
Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Oh, I thought it was talking about the ones on
He
her.
doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
I guess here we'd find out, wouldn't we? What?
He isn't.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
So he was telling the truth. About this.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
I did get an achievement.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
I'm gonna save really quick.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Oh.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Maybe there's something we can do with this chain. I don't know.
Yep. No. Nope.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But that's not an answer, though. I did say we'd be besties, I did. But my thing is, it just does isn't an answer.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Like, that's not enough of an answer for me to fucking kill somebody.
Let me guess. The cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
I don't think she's being rude.
You continue to wait in
Ooh.
silence, and the cabin continues to change.
The wall's
The
falling
decay
apart.
comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
That is a good point. She hasn't served.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
So if the walls are eroding, that means our wall is eroding, and I feel like eventually we could just pull our chains off of the wall. We'd still be chained. We'd probably have to take a brick with us or something, but I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And?
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I bet it was the narrator.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I think he took it away because it's a pathway. I think it's a path.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
But that's what it wants.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
There she is. See, she's outside of the cabin and nothing is happening.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I'm gonna ask this.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
See? See?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I know only that they are. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
See, I feel like this was actually a pretty good ending because she's not dead, and this thing doesn't seem like it wants to hurt her. It just seems curious about the world. I definitely don't think it sent me to kill her.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you afraid that I'm going to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess. To stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? This thing
More
seems...
than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Everything, until we meet again.
Ooh. Okay, make me forget. But honestly, this thing doesn't seem like it wants to hurt her. And I feel like I can already trust the hands more than I trust the narrator.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Aww.
You won't.
Oh. So how many... I want to see
You're
how
on
many
a
chapters
path
there are.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
The real story
And in
starts
the basement
here?
of that cabin
Wait,
is a
how many?
princess.
Wait, I need to know how many there are. Because if there's a chance, I might have to... If this is like more than 3 hours... 1 second. I'm gonna just see how many chapters there are. There's 10 to 16. And there is 10 to 16 chapters.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it
What
will
do you
be
mean?
the end of the world.
Is it like this? Like kind of where it keeps restarting? I'm still on chapter 1. Oh, hi, Bunchy TV. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Okay. So is this like the very, very beginning? Okay, so we died the last one. Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay, but I
Not
already know
ignore
the
him. He
narrator's
doesn't
a
know what he's talking
liar.
about.
Okay. I already know you're a liar.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched a blade is your
Maybe I should... Okay, I think I'm gonna skip some of the dialogue since I've already heard that.
You take the blade from...
Just because I've already heard all this before. I know what I'm gonna
The
pick,
door
I
to the
know.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp.
Oh, okay. It literally said that. Oh my gosh. Well, since this is the beginning, maybe I should just do the slay option.
Good. You're still listening to
just to see and get the achievement, because I'm assuming there is one.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I know, but I kind of want to see what, since I feel like I got a semi-good ending, I kind of want to see, because I don't think she's evil, but I want to see what happens. I'm curious. My brain wants to know. So I'm just gonna see what happens, and then it's just gonna take me back, I'm assuming.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way, and
Yeah,
look
she's
down
not
to see
evil.
your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna save this one right here.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
And also, like I said earlier, if you had been trapped in some place, I will definitely take your advice, because like with this game, I feel like I already know that the narrator isn't being truthful because of how my last playthrough went, or my first ever playthrough of this game. I feel like he's not very truthful, but I was just kind of curious as to what's going to happen if I actually just straight up kill her. And also kind of like, I think this is what I said, like when I first played this and I heard that she had been trapped here for years and years, I feel like her demeanor is completely normal, because if you are locked in a room for so long, you wouldn't be normal. You would not be sane. The prisoner princess, yes. I am unsure. Because I just kind of think of her as the princess. Do you call her? Oh, it was? It was? Okay. But
It's over. You could check her sleeves if you want, but I can assure you that there's nothing hidden up there.
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
why don't you think?
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
That's not really her heart, though. That's the middle of her boobs. Her heart's more over here. But why doesn't he want me to check for a pulse? Just make
You
sure.
lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
Well, there's nothing wrong with checking.
We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that?
She's breathing.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy.
Well, I
Quick,
mean,
let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
well, my thing is like,
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
deserved.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth, everything goes dark, and you
And
die.
Okay, we're back. We are back. I'm really liking
You're
this
on a path
game.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to... A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
So does the
If he doesn't
narrator
remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's
genuinely?
a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
I accidentally put it on auto. But see, now I lost what I was gonna say. Oh, I feel like the narrator doesn't. I feel like they know. There's no way they don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
See, I think the narrator is the voice of the devil. That's my personal opinion. That's how I kind of feel about him. Because when she stabbed us, that was kind of deserved. She looked fucking mad, right? Someone comes into a basement, you've been chained up for years, stabs you, tries to kill you, then tries to check if you have a pulse. Of course you're gonna fucking fight back if you have the chance. Because in my head, this seems very logical.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
I'm just gonna proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
I'm assuming it's gonna be the stone cabin. The mirror's gonna be on the wall. He's gonna take it away from us. He's gonna make me take the dagger. All that shit.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Why is it not letting
Don't
me
believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
You know what? Just stay focused and you'll be
goddamn.
fine.
I don't know. And the voice of the cheated. Is that kind of like...
The interior of
Oh.
the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh, what the hell?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This looks fine. This doesn't look terrible. This looks... Oh, girl, this is all you right here? There ain't no roaches in here or nothing.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
The voice of the cheated is kind of annoying, though. I care. I want to look at myself and see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
See, I understand that, but I want to see how pretty I look.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
There's a
Walk
mirror.
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Okay.
You
It's
take
gonna...
the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I mean, he'll make us take it anyway, so like...
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
What the fuck? She done nothing.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And and you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Okay, she doesn't sound human.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
But what if it's the narrator messing with us, though? Because in the first playthrough we did, nothing bad happened when we let her out. Because technically she did get out when the building collapsed around her. So I wonder if he's messing with us to make her sound different, you know?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
This is very different.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Oh, she definitely does.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
See, she doesn't trust us. She doesn't trust us.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right? Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ooh.
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Okay, but we did that though.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Well, she's gonna stab us. We know that.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
I mean valid, though. Because if someone walked into your house and stabbed you, how would you feel? I mean, not happy if you saw it was about to happen again.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Yeah, but we fucking stabbed her first.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Yeah, her voice actress is fucking killing it. I'll tell you that much.
Okay,
Literally.
I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death.
Yes, because she remembers us.
Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
I mean, she could be holding it in between her butt cheeks. It could be there.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Okay, but I'm also curious. Because she definitely has a knife on her at all times. Where is she keeping it? Because when we stabbed her, she didn't take the one out of her chest because it was still in there. So maybe she doesn't have a knife, but she definitely has something. Maybe glass? Could be glass because there's a window above her. Or this is supposed to be like a window or some shit.
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero. I've shown you all of my hiding spots.
No, you haven't.
What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret.
It's either in her coochie or it's in her butt. Or not like in her butt, or she like has it somewhere back there. That's what I'm thinking. Because you can clench your cheeks hard enough to hold something if you got a butt. She has it somewhere. I guarantee you she does. Because how the fuck did she stab us last time? Well, my thing is, she stabbed us last time. Deservingly, because we stabbed her first. So it's either in her coochie, or she has it like hidden in her butt crack or something. That's what I think.
Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not
Secret
stab you
zones.
to death the second you get close to me.
Yeah, because your secret zones are your no-touch squares. They're the no-touch squares.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
She knew what I was thinking. She knew it.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious.
I don't.
Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
Oh, she 100% is. She gonna stab us with the coochie cutter or the booty knife?
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
I mean, I didn't think she was gonna stab me last time.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
So if I walk up to her and get stabbed, what's the narrator gonna say? Wait! Wait. When she put her hands up, were there chains around her wrists? I don't remember. Oh fuck, I should have paid attention. There were chains around her wrists, right?
But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Okay, but she's gonna fucking stab me. She stabbed me last time.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Like, she's gonna stab
How
me.
many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her?
It's because I know she got a knife.
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk.
If the narrator can see everything, like, cause he can physically, like, do stuff, right? Like, he tried to make us stab her before. If she has a knife, can he just make her drop it? Because we all know she has a knife, so I'm guaranteeing he probably knows she has something.
And maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way.
I'm moving my phone to my bed. I don't know if y'all can hear it vibrating, but people keep texting me.
No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here? Right now. Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Let's just be honest. Nothing ever goes bad with honesty.
That doesn't sound like me.
Okay, but you did it.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
No.
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out.
I am.
I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess she did have a knife of her own after all.
It's almost like we told him she was gonna fucking stab us.
That's conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
Um.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance.
Okay, she was
At least for a
chained.
moment.
She's gonna cut that fucking chain, ain't she?
She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
She's gonna cut her hand off.
And then she slices through her arm.
Fuck.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here. She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace. Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense. She's much better at this than she was last time. Yeah, it's unreal. Bloody cheater.
I mean, she saw it coming. She prepared herself. This is, in a weird way, this is self-defense for her, because she knew we were gonna do it again.
I'm going to kill you now.
With a squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark,
And you die.
and you die.
Oh, chapter 3. We've made it to chapter 3, yay!
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
What the fuck?
Constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Oh no. They're fighting. The voices are fighting.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Oh, there's another voice.
What's the point of fighting
Oh,
if
God.
she's just going to win every time? It hurts.
being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
So, this is gonna go so many ways. I guarantee you she remembers us. She's prepared to fight us. She has a full-on sword in her fucking arm. And we have a small little dagger. So, like, there's no winning this. Like, if we approach her, we die. If we try to kill her, we're gonna die. Like, there's, like, no way around this because she's... I guarantee you she's already waiting there. And I feel like her voice is gonna be even more, like, demented, in a way.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
That's a mirror.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
I feel like the mirror might have a bigger part in this one if we keep going.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
What if we got the option to bring the mirror to her? I'm curious to see what would happen if that is an option.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
And I'm gonna save. Just in case, you never know.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
So we fucking fell, that's what I'm hearing.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
So, like I said, she's waiting for us. She has a knife in her free arm. This is the exact same setup.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Oh, she's very aware.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
I mean, nothing bad has come of us dying. We just keep dying and then falling into our trap and then dying again.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering
She
is
has
cut
two
short
of
by the
them,
wet sound
fuck.
of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
God damn it.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Yeah, and I have nowhere to hide because this place is smooth as a baby's bottom. So I have nothing to run from her with. I have a small dagger, that's it.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
No shit. I'm gonna try flirting with her. We all know how well that's gonna go. We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk out of this. We're going to fight her and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. All of these ideas suck. Think of something better.
Yeah, that's right. We just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
I think I fucked up.
You don't have time to finish your thought.
I fucked
in
up.
a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Yeah. I didn't see... I should have... See, I feel like even if I tried
Ow.
to...
What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Oh, a new one of us.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
What the fuck? Oh, we're not dead.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
So this is like in a video game when your friend revives you at the worst possible fucking second. This is the equivalent to when Mercy reses you in Overwatch in a 1v5. This is how this feels right now.
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. As long as we keep moving.
I'm gonna turn on my light really quick. It's getting dark in here.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan now.
I think I'm going to... Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick because I have to pee. But I think I'm going to appeal to her authority when I get back. Just because I feel like maybe if I am more subservient to her rather than fighting her, maybe she'll let me go. I don't think she will, but maybe. Okay. We're going to appeal to her authority. It doesn't work, and she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, this is like... I just don't foresee us winning this one very much.
Skewer yourself.
What the? How the fuck?
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh. That didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
But her anger is very valid, though.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman. She skewers you.
You're cute.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, but like...
Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee.
But we physically can't because she's like... I think she's like standing over us.
Skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
The voice
Okay,
of the cheat is
yeah.
pissing me
That
off.
was
I
a
don't
good
like him very much.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Okay, why aren't we dead though?
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark.
And you die. Chapter 5. Mutually Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
So, Smitten. Smitten needs some therapy. Because being stabbed shouldn't be, your favorite part, you know?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
So they've added paranoia. The voice of the bottom.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top.
Opportunist
There
is
are
in here.
entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them.
That is the one fucking time I will agree with cheated. The one time.
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
I mean, she doesn't love us very much. She wants us dead because we stabbed her like four chapters ago.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Not really. It's probably a blade.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
You know what? You're right. She did call us cute, so I guess we have that to look forward to. While she's murdering us.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Now they're all on board.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red beams of raw meat as it
that's not.
stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Not really.
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
What's fucking divine about that?
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
That is no longer a woman. That isn't even a person.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
I don't know. Do we think we can pick her the fuck up?
That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator,
What just happened? It's so quiet.
That was an option the whole fucking time.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes, as soon as it finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapon clashes again and again, and you hear her entering a rhythm free of thought, free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and her strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Ooh! You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. The blot. You've grown. Oh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
컨디션이 나쁘지 않았어요.
Thank you for the follow! Thank you for the follow, Bunchy. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for keeping me company while I play. And I will follow you back. And I will follow you back because you're also a Twitch streamer, right? Yeah, she called us cute. Oh, one sec. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh shit, we gotta go back. Oh, ooh, it's her this time. You are at the cabin. I thought that said you are the cabin. And I was about to say, damn. Approach her. See how this goes.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I am very interested in this entity. Okay, so you are a future Twitch streamer then. I will definitely be following you. Let me just... I will try to find you now because I have a very terrible memory. How do I... So there's 3 options that come up when I search you. Wait, no, none of these are right. 1 second. Is it the one with the 98 after? No, it's not. Okay, I will find your channel and I will follow you. Okay. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? I'm curious.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Maybe I should have looked up how many vessels there are instead of how many chapters. There's 5, so there's 5. We've gotten 2 of them. I'm gonna say I'm ready to go back.
I long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay. I forgot what question I just asked.
We will meet again.
Or was it when I said there's 5 vessels? A piercing heart in a cage of iron. Ooh.
You're on a path in...
1 second, I'm going to save the game. Turn.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Oh, okay. So there's
If
a
anything,
lot.
Slaying a princess
Okay.
is much better than slaying a seamstress.
Okay.
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay. Now I'm gonna explore.
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
See, I don't believe that because he literally tried to make me stab her.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I think I said something to him earlier. What was the first choice I made? It was the funny option. I went with a lot of the funny options in the first one.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
Okay. I keep forgetting I can press tab and it will let me like skip.
The interior of... You take the blade.
Okay.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I think we should let her go. Because multiple of these choices will get us, like, the entity, the vessels that she needs. Like, what if we let her go, and then we actually go through with stabbing her in the back when she goes up the stairs?
How about you drop the knife, and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Last time we dropped it, what happens if we tighten our grip, though?
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me?
Okay,
Because
this is different.
You should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other? Then I'm not talking to you.
Because I don't think I'll get the same ending unless I drop the blade, because that's what I did the first time. I'm gonna squint at her
You
while
stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yes.
You squint even harder. So does she.
At least nobody's dying right now.
Okay,
You're
but
going
this is funny.
to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
I don't know, because if I kill her...
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Okay.
Don't just tell her that.
Why does he have an issue with us telling her that, though? Because I'm under the impression she already knows that she's gonna end the world.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have her go up to the stairs and I'm gonna have her kill me. And then when it comes to the second part around, because that's when I get the option if I want to like inspect that chain, I think I'm not gonna look at it at all. And just kind of see what she does with the knife. And I'm gonna give it to her. Because the one part where she has the chain on her neck and both of her hands, how is she supposed to get out of that realistically? I think I'm gonna go with that next time.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
Okay. I also keep forgetting I can press tab.
Too long.
She hesitates before answering.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Well, I've never left her, though. But I feel like he'll just lock me in here.
Oh, you have to be kidding.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make...
Okay.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Okay.
You make your way back. Against your better judgment, you place the blue... No, we won't have any... Stop that.
Wait, what? Wait, what the okay, it's not gonna it's gonna make me do it. Oh shit. It's no longer giving me the option to resist.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade, pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
A haymaker?
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Ooh.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, fuck my plans. My plan was to repeat
You're on
the...
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay.
And in the basement of that cabin, you're here.
My thing is, like...
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging your... So please, try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Broken. I think Broken and Smitten and Cheated are my least favorite voices.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Broken is the third wheel.
The interior of the
Oh,
cabin is
fuck.
larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I am curious as to how this is going to keep evolving.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Booming?
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming.
She's not.
She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there.
Hi, Trinity.
She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Hey, Trinities. You want to lay on your bed? On your bed. Lay down.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Puppy says hi. Trinity.
Making your way down the spiral
Lay down.
staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing
Mama.
in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers
I ain't gonna piss her
and
off
clatters
again.
uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
Is there one to turn down the music just a smidge? There we go.
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done.
This one I'm interested in because she seems to be taking like a more godly stance, if that makes any sense.
The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
I want to break the chains.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes. Yes, you are, my queen. I will do anything for you. Anything in the power. You need it. You need your feet rubbed. I will rub them for you.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me.
Oh shit, she does know about the voices.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Oh shit.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine. Rise,
Trinity,
my little bird.
you're fine. Lay down. Lay down.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
So we ended up with Mommy. That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing we ended up with her on her good side, and now we get to serve her and rub her feet for all eternity. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. Fuck off. It's time to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. I don't want to look at us.
The voices feel small and distant as you approach. The decay. You've withered. Okay, so are we just gonna at one point be a skeleton, I'm assuming? I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen to us. Beautiful lady.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is you're here to slay.
Let's just go.
You make your
I'm curious as to what I'm gonna do
take
now,
the-
though.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down. How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling
I think
in your
this
hands
time
and tighten your grip on the blade.
I'm gonna tighten my grip. And then I'm just gonna stab her. Because I don't know what else I can really do.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? Then I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the princess, squinting. You squint even harder. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your... It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I'm curious as to what... Trinity? Go get it.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that you're here to...
Okay. Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning. Before you... She will lie.
Lying.
Are you sure about that?
The point of the princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
So we have... This will be my fourth one, I think,
the cabin
right?
is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the altar.
I'm not gonna go up to the mirror.
It would be
this
difficult
time.
to slay the prince.
You know, I'm gonna approach the mirror
Walk up
just
to the
because
wall
I
next
feel
to the
like...
basement door. It's a wall.
Oh, bad.
There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how... But there was a mirror a second,
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay. I'm trying to skip all the stuff I've already heard. Trinity!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Okay, so this time she's feeling feisty.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Okay, let's not... I mean...
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm,
I mean,
just
I'm
make
into
sure you
her
don't
too,
let your
so,
bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Why can't we have both?
As you descend the final step, the
Ooh!
form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
She's a tiefling.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes! I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces. Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking. Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. And the two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Wait, so then does the narrator remember? Because then, like, the past few ones, when you've asked him if he knew that this is a replay, he said he didn't know anything. I still don't trust the narrator.
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for... Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
I don't know why my audio keeps doing it. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear it too, but sometimes, like, when they're talking, it just kind of, like, fizzles out. And I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay! As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Maybe it's just my headphones. See, they were talking so much, I forgot what she fucking said. I'm not gonna lie to her.
Great. Now focus up and do it then.
Oh, I thought I was talking to her.
Free her? You aren't... I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free? Yeah, I'm fine right where I am.
Okay, hold on. Did you hear that? Maybe we don't have to do anything. If she's fine where she is, maybe...
But you're going to have to fight me to the death.
Never mind. There is no happy ending where everyone makes it out of this place alive. You either
Motion
deal with her
detected
here,
at the front
right
yard
now,
one.
or she'll eventually find her way out. Whether she even wants to leave is hardly relevant. This cabin won't last forever. Hear that? Between him and her, that should be all the motivation you need. Now stop standing there and fight her.
Oh, there was a person in my front yard. I was just checking my camera. I have no idea who the hell that was.
No, stop standing there and slay her. You're being a bit semantic, aren't you? I am, but it's an important distinction. If you're going to see this through, you need to hold the right intent. This isn't a sparring match. It is a lethal confrontation that will decide the future of everything.
So the audio hasn't, like, fizzled out for you while they're talking at all? Okay, good. That makes me happy, because it keeps doing it for me. That's why I had to turn down the music, because I thought maybe that was the problem.
Fine.
But I'm
As long
glad
as
it's
it leads
good
to
on
a
your
fight,
guys'
do
end.
whatever he just said.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
She wanted to fight.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Maybe if she dies in this one, it'll happen.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
She's gonna know that, though.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Princess's
Yes,
arm
ma'am.
shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh. So,
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
I'm eating snacks, or if you guys... I'm definitely simping for the princess at this point, because she's kind of hot.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We
could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
I'm gonna just proceed to the cabin. I wanna beat this game.
It isn't long
And it's
before you find
also
yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at
getting
the cabin.
later.
I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to dock. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. Take it. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess
I
and
feel
save
like
the
he has
world
to
without a
see the
weapon.
mirror though. I don't know.
Good.
It's weird.
There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it.
All we see is a damned mirror.
This really is just like last time. It smells of nothing, yet it's still there. You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
I'd slip and fall and break my fucking neck, but Jesus. You couldn't have a staircase this time? I love knife. I like stabby.
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters.
Stabby knife.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes. You've nowhere to go but down.
Is it
You
game
start the
over
difficult journey,
if she
gripping
goes
the
into
stone,
the...
lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
It said game over if she goes into the woods. But I don't know if that's like a complete game over because like I'm so close to reaching the
Every
end.
crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
One second, I'm trying to get the little last bit of my trail mix. Okay.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
Honestly, this is an upgrade. She hot.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
I think I'm gonna do what she wants. I'm just gonna stab her. Slay the prince. Oh.
Change your plans, boys. Impatient. This is her home, not ours. You're going to let her kill us. You charge headlong into the princess, blade flashing in the dim light of the basement.
Yes, 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 yes! Finally, you get it!
For a moment, the scales feel balanced, each of you inflicting debilitating wounds on the other, striking in a dizzying synchronicity. But it isn't long before they tip in her favor. The cuts and bruises you've inflicted seem little more than superficial, barely so much as slowing her down as she continues her onslaught. You, in contrast, are finding it harder to stand as your body gradually becomes less responsive, less powerful, less stable. You can tell she's trying to make it last, but all it would take is one meaningful strike. The coup de grace.
This was good, but you could have been so much better. I'm beyond you now.
Here it comes. I'll see you all on the other side.
Oh. So I think I got just one more after this, but the other side doesn't come, nor will it ever. It's time for you to leave. Your memory returns.
Where did we go? That?
I think that I just need one more and that I complete the game.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Yeah, that's what do we look like this time? Ooh! The remains, you're unraveled. Oof. Looking pretty gnarly.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
I think I'm just gonna do I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I'm actually really curious to see how this plays out. A burning heart. Bring the needle to her.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
And again, I'm just gonna keep skipping.
are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
I haven't done that option yet.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I know. I like the shiny, clinky knife.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked?
Sorry, I was checking a text. Yeah, I tried to not take the knife and then he made me take the knife anyway.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone... The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship. Oh, have you decided?
I never kept her locked away. I'm gonna save. I forgot to save it.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
I'll try it after this
Let's
one.
hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job. You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. violently rattles the door. You do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
We may have fucked
Where
up.
is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Oh.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, fuck. I wonder if she's gonna look like this
You're
time.
on a path in the woods. You're here to
I wonder if she's gonna look like this time, though.
A warning. She will... I don't think... He doesn't... The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the blade is your... Oh, it's just an She's already got... I'm going... So deep breath in, deep breath out.
Oh wait, I haven't
Your
heard these
task
ones
awaits, and only you can do it. You walk up to the wall next to the... What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there. We should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper. You cross over the threshold
Okay, I didn't
and
take
onto a
it.
series of isolated steps, suspended
Oh.
in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Those are fucking eyes?
The air
Those are
seeping up from
fucking
below
creepy.
reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
I'm honestly just gonna go down there and talk to her. You can step off the stairs and fall into the void. I want to see
You
what she
make
looks
your
like.
way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find
What?
yourself between
Ooh.
two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Well, I tried to not take the knife one point, and it made me take it. So I think it just might pertain to whichever like ending or story you're going for.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
I feel like she can see us over here though, so I'm gonna pick left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Ah, fuck.
I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops
Jesus
once more
Christ.
as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Live I. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Lungs. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now.
I just realized Paranoia is still talking in the background.
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you? Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Why won't you finish me off? What good am I to you? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. Well, we can't really do anything to stop her from leaving because she has all the power. You're a lunatic. Not gonna call her that. If you want to work together, can you at least turn off the whole organ shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Oh.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver. What? No! Nerves.
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you could just wrest control away from us?
This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end fast? Shit. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion. Liver, nerves, heart,
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon, this would be the perfect opportunity to use it, but we don't.
Oh.
We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out.
Fair.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just...
heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Pins and needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it?
At least it's a choice.
That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still...
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
Lungs, liver.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the door. Her head twists back in your direction.
Oh, that was a lovely
watching you
noise.
with dead eyes as the way out creaks open. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from becoming her tormented pet.
Maybe I want to be her pet.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously... Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive.
Heart. Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness on the floor of the cabin.
No, no, no! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to do it like this. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. I guess I have to do everything around here, don't I? Heart, lungs.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the door.
There's nothing else for us to do. The doorknob twists in your
A
hand,
world of terror. Let your terrors
revealing
loose
the
upon
forested
the world.
path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually doomed lungs, liver.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin. Why is it so cold?
That should have been my 5th one, right?
She's gone, and there's that.
That should be my 5th one.
It's cold.
It's just a bird.
I think you know what I am.
Ooh.
The narrator, yes.
So
I
he's a
suppose that's my
bird.
job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
How do I kill her?
With some amount of difficulty. But you're an abstract concept yourself. It would have been preferable if you had destroyed her within the confines of the construct, but when I shaped the two of you, I made sure that you were strong enough to see things through.
So I can ask only a few more questions.
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
I mean...
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid...
Okay, so I can ask 3 more questions?
Of course there won't be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that is... So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of the glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. You are the long quiet in the vast, nonsense God. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is one final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
She looks happy.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. Honestly, she seems very peaceful, though.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
See, I'm still siding with her. Because she has a point. Because you can't really have a world that's, like, devoid of death. Because it's always gonna be there. I'm also just very tired.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
I should save. You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel the sensation in the lips once you couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. With your wings spanning from cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Wait, so is this the bad ending? All at once the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is.
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
You and she step forward into the 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. The conflict in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. There are no endings, only new beginnings. I am curious of what, so if that's like the middle ending, then I'm very curious to see what the really good one is versus the really bad ending. I'm assuming the really good ending is if I just continuously murdered her or something, but I don't know. Well, I'll have to try this again, because I wouldn't mind playing this again. But that is all I have for today, because it's like been 3.5 hours. But here's my thing. As long as I end up with her, I was happy, because I was kind of simping for her most of the game. So for me, this was a good ending, because I got to be with her for eternity. But I am gonna go to bed, because I am hella tired. Don't forget, my Discord is linked in my About Me section if you want to join that. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Okay, you have a good night, guys.